first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted. He's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Rudy Gobert, and it's Moutier in for Young. And a change for the Bulls. Harris is checked in. That's good.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Over in the corner, Moutier. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8. Barnes dishes to Harris. On the wing, Harris. With 1 on the clock, another one falls for Chicago.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Bulls out front, just dominating this one. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. And we're getting underway here in the 4th quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup. We'll see how much things change up here. Indiana shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Portis is out there with Oubre. Then there's Dion Waiters. Then it's Alexis Ajinça. And it's Weaver into the 1. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Pass to Portis. A second chance effort. That's good. Ajinça's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Pacers.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Rose, that's good.
They've gotten a bunch of good looks and have been absolutely lethal from behind the three-point line.
Yeah, defensively, you have got to close out and contest. Even if it opens up some driving lanes, you can't give up those looks that often.
Got that bucket in no time at all. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long. Just giving up way too many transition opportunities.
You know, it's okay to give up a few if you're getting them back on the other end, but that hasn't been the case here.
Waiters against Stuckey. Passes it to Weaver. To halt the run. It's hauled in by the Bulls. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Rose gets the bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Good. He's now got 10 of 10 from the field.
And you can see now they're starting to push the tempo to good effect.
Fast break points, the edge goes to them, and those quick buckets are easy money. I love to see that.
Here's Portis, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Throwing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't have much
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
And Indiana making a change here. Young's checked in. Mozgov, he's checked in for Chicago. Harris comes in for Damian Inglis. Chicago has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Fires at the elbow. That's Harris. Good. 70 points for the Cobra.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
And again, Chicago running the court in transition. A big dunk at the end of the break.
What an incredible run they're on right now. Offense as well as I've ever seen it played.
Every single guy on their team with the absolute Midas magic touch, shooting the lights out here.
And the foul on Derrick Rose.
That's his third.
And that'll be his third foul so far. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Portis, the pass to Waiters. It's Young on the wing, just 5 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off from about 19 feet, and it comes off the front of the rim.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Knocks it loose and stolen by Harris. Jumps up and he slams it one-handed. He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
That could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year, and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I tell you what, that is the crowd pleaser of all crowd pleasers. I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Oubre taking 2 shots.
Good on the second free throw. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. From deep, it's good. This time the assist from Rose.
For 3.
Rose has got 3 assists tonight.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Yeah, and Greg, you know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
Free throw, good. Damian Inglis is checked in for Benjamin. Barnes comes in for Harris. And it's Teague in for Derrick Rose. And both free throws good for Oubre.
Chicago timeout call.
Chicago calls timeout. Harris checked in for Rodney Stuckey.
Harris.
Chicago's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Here's Harris. Buries it from three-point range.
And since the start of the fourth quarter, that three-point shot has just been there.
Yeah, exactly. Doing an excellent job, I think, finding the open guy on the perimeter. And the three-pointer is a major weapon for him right now in this quarter.
And he makes the first.
Shooting for Indiana, Dion Waiters. At the line for 2.
And both free throws good for Waiters. Here's Harris. There's the 3. And the Bulls, another 3.
For 3.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
The dish to Waiters. He feeds it to Oubre. Harris on the double team. Oubre kicks to Ajinça. Waiters gets a wide open look, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Looks like he took that last three a little personal.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, Greg. You saw it in his eyes. I mean, heck, that was a payback shot right there. I don't think there's any doubt.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bulls.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an MC. No contest.
Yeah.
For three.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season, Greg. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Harris. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Young's shot is off. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. From deep three-point range, Harris misses. They need to stop this run.
You know what, Kev? I think it's time to switch some things up, either by going to your bench or with a different look defensively to disrupt their rhythm.
Oubre dishes to Ajinça, and the layup falls.
Alexis
I love how he
Ajinça.
establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Harris outside. Launches it. Basket good.
Well, guys, they came in here and really took charge from the opening tip. This is such a tough thing to do for a visiting team. This contest was played on their turn.
And, you know, that's not the way it usually works in the NBA. It's going to be a great win, and you know it's going to be a happy plane ride out of here, for sure.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's get...
Derek, you were able to maneuver in and out of the lane and handle many tough shooting situations. How did that become such a big part of your game?
That's something I'm used to, I guess. Just playing in the park, playing in the gym, trying to shoot crazy shots, and thank God they be going in.
Well done, Derek. Thank you. Guys, over to you.
Doris, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Let's take a look at our Jordan player of the game. An absolutely astounding and historic night for him here in this game. He was simply unstoppable in what can only be described as a masterful performance.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
He was completely on a different level tonight. And his insane point total tells us that. Trust me, it's not easy to get that many points in this league. But he had their number tonight, and the coach did a great job of continuing running plays for him.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night. And we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.